Today on Real Life and Real Estate, he's making a list and checking it twice. Well, welcome to Real Life and Real Estate. I'm Mark Peebles, here to help you live your best life and achieve ultimate success. And today, I'm kind of starting into a series of podcasts that we're going to do here on Real Life and Real Estate that are going to be helping you build a bigger business. I'm working on a continuing education class that is basically like 25 strategies for 2025 to take your business to the next level. That's not the title. That's kind of my working thought process. And so we're working through these concepts. Got a lot of great content that's going to be coming out. And hopefully, if you're a listener of the podcast, I come to an area, a city near you where you can attend the continuing education class. And just so that you know, I am always available to come and speak for your group or your organization. I'm always glad to do that and present a lot of these concepts. So today, I want to talk about not him making his list as we're around the Christmas season here. I want to talk about you making your list and checking it twice. I sit with real estate agents all the time. I'm always talking to agents in our own company. I'm talking to agents from outside of our company. And one of the questions I always ask is, who is on your list? Who are you marketing to? And usually I get a blank stare. People look at me like, I'm not sure what you're talking about. But here is the reality. Real estate agents are terrible about keeping a list of people that they market to. We always talk about your circle of influence, or I always say your sphere of influence. But here's the thing. You must have a sphere of influence, and you must define your sphere of influence through a list so that you can systematically market to your sphere of influence. Now, the whole concept of a sphere of influence is actually a biblical concept. And this is one of the things that years ago I had come across this, and it was like, it hit me like, boom, wow, you mean there's an area of influence that I have where I'm able to have impact? There's an area of influence that I have where I'm able to do business. It's found in 2 Corinthians 10, verse 13. It says, "We will not boast beyond limits, but will boast only in regard to the area of influence God assigned to us to even reach you." Like, we are all assigned an area. We all have this area of influence that you have access to, that I have access to, that other people don't have access to. I have access to potential clients that I get to help and reach into their life, where I get to use my care and expertise for that family and help get them into the home of their dreams. I have an opportunity of influence, an area of influence, a sphere of influence that you don't have. And likewise, you know people that I will never meet in my life. And because you have that area of influence, because you have that sphere of influence, you have an opportunity to reach those people. Your sphere of influence is critical. But if you want to be successful in this business, you need to define it, okay? Make it a list so that you can systematically market to those people. Or if you don't like the term marketing to them, then systematically talk to those people, communicate with those people. Let them know that you are in the real estate business and you want to serve them. But your sphere of influence is absolutely critical. So I ask you this, who are you targeting? And here is what I want you to know about your sphere of influence list. If you are new in the business, or you say, I've been in the business a few years, but I've never put together a list of people. Well, 100 people on your list is a start. For everybody who's getting into the business, new agent or a couple of years of experienced agent, but you haven't started building a list, I always say, you know at least 100 people. So build a list of 100 people, and that gets you a start, okay? Now, that is only a start. Hopefully, you can get 200 or 300 people, and you can start working towards that, all-important 500 number. So 100 is a start. 500 people on your list, you've got yourself a job, which means that in your job, you're going to be busy and you're going to be successful. Now, you want to go to the next level, you need 1,000 people on your list. And when you have 1,000 people on your list that you're in regular communication with, you have a business. And that is where we all want to get to. I was talking to an agent a couple weeks ago. We were sitting down. I was doing a little coaching with them, and I asked them this very question: who's on your list? Got the blank stare, went through that whole conversation. And here's the thing. She's been in the business for a while. When you've been in the business for a while, you probably know a lot of people. You've got past clients. You've got a large sphere of influence. You've been involved in your community. You've gotten to know a lot of people over the years, right? And so as we're talking, I asked her that question. Well, she wanted to talk about building a team. Okay, that was really one of the big things that she asked for some coaching on, is how to build a team. She's really wanted to start building a team. And I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Before we get into building a team, you have to have a business. You have to have a broad list, a sphere of influence that you are systematically marketing to. Once you have that, you are going to generate a steady flow of business, and now you can truly build your business by building up a team, okay? So this is the foundation. This is the basics of getting into real estate, and being successful is that you have to have a list. Remember, 100 is a start, 500 is a job, 1,000 is a business. Now, how do you know if your list is complete, or what do I mean by the list? If I have 5,000 people who follow me on Facebook or follow me on Instagram, does that mean that I have a business? No, it doesn't, because we all see a billion different messages on Facebook and Instagram. Now, your presence on social media is very important. You can generate a lot of business. I talked to an agent a few months ago that back in August, she's only been in the business 2 or 3 years. She was sitting at $10 million in volume, but that broad amount of business, that ton of business that she's generated this year, mostly came off of social media. So it can be done, but long term, that is not going to feed you. You need to make sure that you are, again, systematically marketing to your list. So what is a complete list? Complete list would be a name, home address, phone number, email address, and following on social media. So there's 5 components to it. Again, you want to have name or names, husband, wife, so on and so forth. You want to have their home address. Yeah, so you can send snail mail. You want to have their phone number so you can call or text them. You want to have their email address so that you can send them emails of value, and then you want them to be on social media so that they can see your content, consume your content on social media. So in future weeks, I am going to be talking more about how we market to each of them, and I will break down the different areas of marketing as we go. But my big point today, the big take home that I want you to get today, is that you have a sphere of influence. You must turn that sphere of influence into a list, a complete list, and then you must systematically market to those individuals. And so take that as the challenge. Start here. We're coming into the new year. Start building your list. Decide who in 2025 you're going to be talking to, who you're going to be marketing to, who you can help, and that'll be the foundation for a great year. I'll see you next week.